My name is Logan Broughton. I'll be doing my project on the greater prairie chicken. Greater prairie chicken is native to regions of Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and some of the northern states. As of 1990, the greater prairie chicken has actually been listed as extirpated in the Manitoba region. The greater prairie chicken's scientific name is the Timpantuus cupidopinnata. It is a descendant from the grouse family. They are part of the Animalia kingdom, the Chordata phylum. Its classification falls into the Avis family, and its order is, since it's a prairie chicken, it's a Galliformis. Its genus is Timpantuus, and it's a species that falls under the T. cupido category. The greater prairie chicken lives in areas that are flat. Their habitat is made up mostly of tall grass and other shrubs. They would have been found in the dry regions of Canada and the United States. The prairie chicken does not migrate during snowy winters. It actually will burrow its head into the snow to keep warm. As you can see here, it was mainly found in the southern Manitoba region. Both adult sexes are medium to large birds that have rounded wings and tails. Adult males have an orange feather cluster around their eyes. Along with this, they have elongated feathers that can be raised on their head or laying on their neck. Males have a featherless neck region that can be inflated for sexual calling for the female chickens. It's a very territorial bird when it comes to its mating area. It'll actually get aggravated very fast and will often defend these grounds. These male chickens will be more territorial during the mating seasons than it will be in just normal circumstances. The male prairie chickens have physical displays that attract the female chickens. This display is when they use and inflate their orange air sac on their neck, and this attracts the females. They do this in an area called booming grounds, which are flat areas with little to no vegetation. These male chickens will display this for over 2 months if they need to find a suitable mate. Once mating has taken place, female chickens will move around 1 mile away from the booming grounds and begin building a nest. Then hens will lay 5 to 17 eggs, and this will take around 20 to 25 days to hatch. Once hatched, the chickens will be looked after for 1 to 4 weeks. Once they're at 12 weeks, they'll be considered independent, and by the age of 1, they'll be considered to be at sexual maturity. The greater prairie chicken holds an important stepping point in the grasslands food web. The greater prairie chicken is a mutual animal in the pyramid. The chicken grazes on grasses and small bugs like grasshoppers, but it gets preyed on by larger animals like a coyote, a hawk, or a badger. The main reason for the extirpation of the species is due to the expansion of urban areas that disrupted the population. Many homes have been built in these flat areas that the prairie chickens used to call home. And these also have been taken over by farmlands because farmers look for rather flat land for some of their crops. And this has caused much of the population to flee or be killed due to they just don't have a food source. The decrease in the population has initially overwhelmed the predators that were in the area. Many of the insects that would originally be eaten by the chickens actually overwhelmed the population and began to grow at an exponential rate. And this also showed a decrease in predator populations at first because they couldn't find a proper suitable replacement for the prairie chicken in the food web, which caused the predators to become rather skinny. In Manitoba, not much has been done to help bring back the greater prairie population. There have been some reports and sightings of the prairie chickens throughout our region, but nothing that's really promising in bringing back the population. An attempt to preserve the population has been made in regions of the United States, and they may do this when growing embryos in labs that may help produce enough eggs that might allow us to bring back the population in some way or another. Information on these chickens migrating has helped track the possible decline or growth of this species, and they have done this in the States. And that is the end of my presentation.